Greetings and welcome to Scape Games. I'm Kedro, the DM here at Scape Games, and you found your way into the second party for this channel. Sit back and enjoy the short-form sessions with the Dragon family and friends. Now, on to the show. Welcome back to Scape Games presents Dragon Family and Friends. We're continuing on with our adventure, and who would like to go over what happened in our last session?
We gave a wizard a ball, and we went to go, and we went and sold a bunch of stuff.
What a ball it was!
And we bought some chocolate bacon again. Chocolate bacon.
I thought they were out.
Chocolate bacon.
Learned some new spells.
Yep.
Lexi learned spells.
Got
She's a
some
wizard.
mysterious messages. That
And
are
we have a
sending us
new
on our way.
raven, but he's sleeping.
We don't know what happened to the raven. It disappeared.
Quote the raven, nevermore.
Okay, Miss Ellen Alderpoe. Gosh.
I could have worn my Poe shirt.
No, please don't.
I love Poe.
So,
And we're off to see Master Longswim Chin.
yep, you guys were headed to the Celestial Gateway Emporium in the Port District. So as you walk the streets of the Harbor District towards the Celestial Gateway Emporium, orange and red leaves rustle along the dusty roads.
It's fall.
It is so beautiful.
I thought it was
I
winter.
love it.
Winter is nearing.
Look for 15.
Winter's
It's 15
coming.
ivory
Winter
wood.
is coming. Yeah, that was my first thought. I was just gonna do it a bit more exaggerated than you. Be like, winter is coming.
Says the three-eyed raven.
So you weave your way through narrow paths lined within the foreign district, having foreign vendors. And then at the point that you hit 15 along Ivory Way, you stop and you see a steep 3-story building. A rough, bright red sign declares it to be the Celestial Gateway Emporium. Exuding from the building, you can smell a strange scent of herbs and exotic spices.
Would I be able to identify which spices they may be? Due to my extensive background traveling.
A variety of various different things that are all kind of culminating into just this weird ungent scent.
Okay. Also, this is the first time that they've seen me without my full dress on, so they will.
Now, HP, you know that you need to behave yourself.
HP, we all know that you and I look almost exactly alike. So
Just a little taller.
Did I lose my eyesight?
no, what you see a close cut midnight black hair coming out to a point with a single white line protruding to the front.
Hey, I thought you said you were bald.
No.
More like a skunk. But I like it.
Thank you very much. My eyes are unnaturally skylight blue. Like these are actual beacons that are bright blue. And normal human male jawline, nose, mouth, all that, except for one scar that goes down the cheek and down the face.
Okay.
You wouldn't have been able to see because I scarf and hat up.
That's
Hat.
That's
and,
where they did the facelift?
No, I'll tell you about it later over some drinks. It was not very pleasant for me. I'll tell you that.
I might be able to heal that.
No, believe me, I've tried.
Well,
Anyway, let's continue on.
So, heading up to the door?
yes.
Yes, I will knock on the door.
All right. A well-groomed middle-aged man meets you at the door. His dress is form-fitted but elegant, and obviously of Karatoran design. He has a very thin mustache and a tiny pointed beard. His eyebrows raise and then crease as he greets you. "Ah, I am most honored that you have chosen to accept my invitation," he says with a slight bow. "I am Master Lau. Please enter this humble building. I have most excellent meal being prepared."
Thank you for your invitation.
I respectfully bow and thank him.
I curtsy and thank him.
Thank you for your invitation.
And he steps back slightly, bows, and points your way in.
And we
Thank you
walk
very
in.
much.
Okay. Lau leads you through a shelf-lined room crammed with a variety of foreign objects and artwork. The air is heavy with exotic scents. He leads you into another room filled with crates and large boxes, and then through it to yet another adjacent room, motioning you to sit on ornate cushioned seats.
Ooh, these would look really nice in my castle. In a low tone.
I take
to
both.
Lexi
I take
only.
both swords and set them cross style in my lap.
Okay.
I don't trust nobody.
They are very wonderful.
He seats himself behind a desk and pours tea for each of you from a pale green pot.
Thank you.
As the dark fluid fills your cup, Lau looks up at you. So, you have all been called upon to help me with a matter of greatest mystery. If you choose to pursue this matter, you will be working with each other. This is acceptable, yes?
Oh,
Yes.
we work with each other all the time.
It is our favorite thing to do.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, to business then.
One of them.
4 days ago, my shop was broken into. It was done with perfect silence and skillfulness. The locks were expertly picked, and the alums I had placed were disarmed. Yet nothing was stolen. In fact, an object of great antiquity and value was left behind. It is a lacquered chest of ancient Shao design. It is no less than 8 centuries old. The enameling and gilding of the chest shows that it was constructed for that of a great noble house, perhaps even a member of the imperial family itself. I've done minor inspections, and the interior contains many shelves and drawers, though I have not extensively investigated, so I do not know either the danger or if any of the drawers contain objects.
I'd be happy to take a look at that.
Where did this break-in take place? Or rather, will I say, where did the entrance happen?
Assuming through front door. It was unlocked fully.
Was there anything else in the rest of the house
Nothing
that
was
was
missing.
disturbed?
Nothing disturbed.
Would you be okay with us re-inspecting the area in addition to the chest?
Of course, of course.
Thank you.
I will, so I'm guessing HB will want it because he can identify it.
Well, you may also want to A, use Mage Hand, and B, detect magic and C,
This
have
might
me
be a
check
very
for
good,
traps.
very good time for you to try
Check
out,
all of that?
Well, to try out your detect magic.
I could do my detect
I
magic.
will get up and,
I'm okay with that.
if I may.
He motions you to wait. Allow me to explain further. After a quick perusal of exterior and glance at interior, I decided to have my honored father use his mystical vision to see if there was an aura of enchantment to the chest. It took much persuading, but my father agreed to the task and settled down for a restful night's sleep. This was 3 nights ago. That very night, the animals of my house, my wife's cat and my sister's dog, became greatly frightened and began to howl and shriek. I went to investigate the shop to see if there are any disturbance. As I approached the storage room, a thought of dread came upon me, and its chill ran through my heart. Fearful for my life, I took a quick glance into the darkness of the storeroom. Seeing nothing, I quickly fled back to the comfort of the second floor. The dog and cat howled through the night. The next day, my father, who was barely capable of obtaining his much-needed rest, cast his mystical divinations. The magical aura of the chest was most powerful, causing great distress to my aged father. I have been unable to get him to approach the antiquity ever since, as he claims it is an object of great evil. That night again, the animals were greatly distressed. I again went to investigate. With caution, I peered into the storeroom. In dim lantern light, I could see that the chest had been opened, its golden bangles reflecting in my light. I began to approach the chest, but there was movement to my left. I turned to look and found to my dismay that there was no one there. A sensation of horror overcame me, and I dishonorably fled to the second floor yet again. Yesterday, I gathered my courage to investigate this matter once again. With greater perseverance, I began to investigate the interior of the chest when I noticed a small symbol upon the topmost drawer. I am somewhat familiar with magical glyphs and believe this symbol to be such. With evidence of this magical warning, I chose to cease my investigation. I felt at this point I should hire professional adventurers to investigate this matter.
What is the symbol?
I will show you as soon as we get there.
Perfect.
But I do wish to have better understanding of what occurred in the nighttime before handing it over to others. Mm-hmm. So I sat down in the storeroom for the night, a hooded lantern sitting beside me. The night was horrible. The wind moaning, leaves rustling, beams creaking.
Psychic.
My mind was seeing phantoms and devils in every shadow. Finally, I heard the dog upstairs howl, as he had the past few nights. My eyes went to the lacquered chest, and my hands went to the lantern. Before I could raise the hood, I saw the chest drawer was open. A dark figure was emerging from within. It had the shape of a woman, but moved with unnatural grace. I was paralyzed with the most strange mix of fear and fascination. For how long I could not say. It may have been minutes or hours when I regained control of myself. However, it was gone. Terror overwhelmed me and I ran back to the second floor, closing the door behind me. Having determined the source of these strange incidents, I feel no dishonor in hiring adventurers to deal with it. And this is what I would like you to do. Find out why the lacquered chest has been delivered to me, then lift the curse of this chest from my house. I am capable of paying you each 200 gold for accepting this job, plus 100 gold pieces upon completion. Will you accept this undertaking?
It's not very much compared to our 10,000, but sure.
But I will lean over to Lexi.
Don't worry here.
He could be of service to us if we are to come across unique items in our travels.
Okay.
And could be a good patron of goods and services.
Good allies are always a bonus.
Ruffle
I
through my
would be
bag and
honored to
pull
help
out a
you.
standard contract.
Yes. HP,
Yes.
please.
So-
Set that up for us.
So
Here.
I will begin writing up the contract for description of the contract.
200 in advance.
200 each in advance, plus 100 upon completion. All right. I will sign my name. I will hand the contract over to Master Lau, and please sign here to know that we are signing a legal contract, and upon completion, the additional 100 gold will be paid.
Oh, and
paid
don't
to us
forget
complete.
here and here.
Oh, yes. Yes.
He
Yes,
makes all
just-
appropriate signatures and initials, and pulls out four small leather pouches, handing each to one of you.
Thank you, good
Thank
sir.
you.
Wait, no, give me my money back. You already got your money.
No, the contract.
Oh, yeah, here's the contract. You go. He
Pull out
goes.
my stamp.
He goes. I'm like, did you already get your money? But okay.
Thank you,
All right,
HP.
so I would really like to start
Wait,
out by
hold on.
inspecting this area a little bit and see
Yes.
what we might be able to find
The
out.
area or the chest?
Happily take
The
you
area first, because we want to see what happens.
the area now.
I'm going to
thank
investigate the chest.
Well, and I think he said he wanted us to inspect the area before anyone would have their hands in the chest, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I'm not going to touch the chest, but I want to look at the ground around it, because I want to do, when I get to the chest, I want to do a 20-foot radius of the chest and see if I can't sense any magical or unnatural energies.
Okay. So he takes you into the room with the chest. First off, the chest looks to be made from wood and has been finely lacquered to a deep black kind of shine that almost has a reflective quality to it.
Okay.
There you can see not only your reflections, but they almost seem as if they are kind of dim, ghostly forms within the wood.
Okay.
The areas of the chest on the front, which happen to have enameling and gilding. Enameling on the front depicts a fierce battle between ghoulish-looking creatures against the landscape of fire and smoke. The images are highly detailed, but they don't really resemble anything particularly, but rather a generic kind of scene with fantastical beings.
Okay.
Can I tell what these beings are by any chance?
No, they're more fantastical than anything realistic. The legs of the chest are gilded in a flame motif. The design continues along the corners up to the top of the chest, where the flames converge in somewhat of a triangular peak at the front. Set within the gilded wood are 4 precious and semi-precious materials, including jade, topaz, and mother of pearl.
Ooh.
HP, no touchy. We can't sell them just yet.
In that room, the remainder of the storeroom is actually empty currently. You don't seem to get any mystical kind of sensations aside from the box.
Now, HP, if you would please.
So
Go to work.
Go
nuts.
Before we do that, I do have a question. When you were, you said you observed a dark figure of a woman.
Yes.
Now, was she coming out of the chest?
It seemed that way to me.
Now, did she appear solid or more shadowy form?
Due to the darkness, I could not clearly see, so her exact nature is unknown to me.
okay.
I'm gonna start going
Why
over
don't we
to
do
the doors and just.
before we start things? Why don't we detect magic on the whole room so we can see if there's anything beyond the chest that might be around too? I know he did it, but let's.
I didn't detect magic. I just have a really good sense of magic, but it's not detecting magic. And I just did it once over the room, and it's.
You can leave that to the professionals.
Of course, HP, of course. Even though devils and princes of hell can't
Miss
do
Lexi,
anything
would
to
you
me,
like to try?
you will kill me in a
Absolutely, it'll
moment.
be my first spell.
So true.
All right,
All
go
right.
ahead and
In
cast
more
it.
ways than
Ritually casting?
Yeah, let's go ritual because then we're not using it.
Okay.
Remember, woogie, 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 woo.
You're mocking me.
He started it.
saying that all week.
Wait, HP, who are you pointing at?
So you go through your ritual casting, and as you do, and the senses turn on for the detect magic, the power of the chest is almost blinding in the radiance that it gives off. Nothing else in the room seems to be magical. The chest does emanate auras of enchantment, abjuration, and conjuration.
Whew. I relay that to everybody.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Interesting.
Well, thank you for the lesson.
You are getting very good at what
So,
you do.
so excited.
enchantment, abjuration, conjuration.
That's quite a combo. And to not have there's no residual magic, nothing elsewhere in the place.
Correct.
Makes me wonder if they even had an unseen servant or something bring something in. But that would be magic.
Yeah.
Can we see if it's
I'm gonna go over to-
extends outside of this room?
The only magic that you're getting is from that chest.
Did they hire a rogue?
Well, it wouldn't have been you. Wouldn't have been you because he was way too good.
Oh, zing.
Joking. Gosh. If I wanted to shoot you in the foot, I have more plus
I
one
know, that
arrows.
was a bad.
Anyway, I'm gonna start going through both the direct surroundings of the chest, the doorway. Don't worry, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna both
You said
invest.
you were going through it. I mean,
I'm gonna go through the direct 3-foot radius of the box. See if I can't see any sort of shift of dust or dirt or any sort of sediment, and then see if there's anything on the door, any markings, any very very itty bitty subtle markings that I can see, and maybe also
roll me
check
perception.
perception.
glass?
Oh, yes,
Do we
please.
want to also check?
HP is helping me, by the way. So
I gave him a magnifying glass.
Okay.
Do we want to
So that's
also check
advantage?
for
Yep.
traps, even though it's magical? Traps connected to the actual
Yes,
chest,
definitely.
because while it still may have a magical thing that we don't want to touch, I want to see if there's any direct.
18.
This room is surprisingly clean. There's no dust, no kind of sediment at all.
Too clean.
Can we tell
Too clean.
that somebody just
All right, and now
recently
for the
cleaned
door.
it, or is it always been this
And
clean?
as far as you can tell, it only shows that it has been this clean.
Okay. I would like to investigate without touching the chest.
Go ahead and roll a perception.
I'm also checking the
It's perception,
front
not
door.
investigation.
I'm also checking the front door with HP's help, with HP's glass. Natural 1.
You rolled a 2,
Aw.
which means it's a 6, and I can't re-roll it because it's not a 1.
Likewise, it does not seem to be trapped.
Can
All right.
somebody else check that? Because I really don't feel comfortable about my trap checking.
What is it? Sleight of hand?
Perception.
Perception? Shoot. Since I have HP's help, I might as well take it.
Ooh.
Well, but first I'm doing the front door.
I'm going
Okay.
to do perception also. No,
Nice.
I am
Was it with that?
7 and 4.
18 for the front
She got
door.
an 11 on the.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be any traps on the front door.
No. I'm looking for marks. Signs
Nothing out of the ordinary.
She got
This
an
is
11
good.
on checking the chest.
Okay.
I will also check
does
the
not
chest as
seem to
well.
be trapped.
HP, check the chest. Check the chest.
Well, perception's not my best thing.
Sometimes our things that aren't our best, we succeed
13 with HP sound.
Lady D, do you have guidance?
Doesn't seem to be trapped.
I'm gonna put on one of my gloves that I have in my
Maybe
bag,
in your spells. Right.
and I'm going to.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do? You have
I
me?
have guidance.
No, she's.
Oh.
I have mage hand, but is that what you're asking?
It was guidance.
Guidance.
Well,
Yes, I have guidance.
Sorry.
Use that on me?
Boop, boop.
And what's it give me?
D4.
A D4? Can I add to it?
I want to speak with the father.
Wait.
A total of
Spell.
18.
Again, does not seem to be trapped.
All right, I'm going to.
My aged father is resting, unwilling to chat with anyone about this chest.
Well,
Has he
it
written
appears we'll have to
anything
take a
down?
more hands-on
He has
approach
not.
to this. I'm going
Do you
to
think
take
he'll-
the. I'm going to
Is he
open.
more than 60 feet away?
He is.
I'm going to take.
I wasn't asking him.
I'm
I
gonna
was
open
asking
the.
you.
I'm gonna open the. I'm gonna open the first drawer.
So you'd be opening the top of the chest to basically open it up.
Top of the chest. Yeah. I will. I put both gloves on, and I open the chest.
Okay.
You really want to do that? I have
yes.
mage hand. It can
No,
open it
I want
without
to do
us
it.
touching.
I want to see what's in it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to shimmy my way up, so I just peek over the edge. I want to be there, so I can just go. It's a box.
I just started to like you, and you're gonna die from a chest.
Don't worry, I am tough. Anyway,
It might be a mimic.
It could be.
the way this room has been laughing, I don't think it is.
No, probably not.
What do you
So-
get?
As you open the box, you can see that it's divided into 3 parts. The top third is is recessed and has a bright silver mirror set into the wood. That is backed between 2 candle sconces. The middle third is long horizontal drawers. Underneath this is a slanted surface, which you probably figure could be used as a writing desk, judging by its height. And on the writing desk, you see scrolls sitting on the left and the right. The bottom third has 9 small square drawers. The topmost drawer has a strange room.
Okay, so do we want
wait a
massive
minute.
drawers, and if so, do we want mage hand to do so? 'Cause
Okay,
I don't wanna touch it.
wait. Okay, I have just gotten the weirdest sense of deja vu because I don't know what this is. I don't know if you like get into the chest to get all this stuff, or if you like can pull it out. But I feel like I've been here before, and I don't know why.
With the
I'm not even being serious in game. I'm being serious out of game. I feel like I've been in this situation before.
Okay.
But this is my only game I've ever played with, so I know that's not true.
All
with
right.
it opened up and her detect magic still up. Does the magic just glow from the chest, or do the scrolls
Good
glow?
question.
All of it glows.
But do the drawers or anything come up with connecting to different types of magic? Considering you said there's a bunch and an
Not
aura around.
individually, no.
So
Okay,
I'm
that's what I
going
was
to.
Because the aura itself is so
Scrolls.
powerful,
I'm
so
gonna
you're
go
unable
there.
to really
I'm
discern
gonna
because
go
it's
there.
all
I'll
swirling
I'll get
together.
the scrolls for you,
It
HP.
might suck you in.
Should we do mage hand to get the scroll?
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Would anybody like to do mage hand?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
And-
you can have the.
And I'll
spotlight
start
this time.
checking out. And I'll start checking out cloth sheets, so that way it's not sitting on the floor. And I'll start taking. And I have 5 of them from my bandage kits that I have back at them because I'm an idiot for not bringing a medicine kit, but I have enough like patches to where I don't even know why I have patches of cloth. I just have like
It's a good thing that you had them.
I have
today,
like
'cause we could
3
use
by
them.
I have like 10 3x3 patches of cloth, and I don't know why, but they're here. So I'm gonna lay it out, and I'm gonna present it to the wizards. Don't know
So
why I have-
HP, are you getting one of the scrolls?
Yeah, I use the mage hand, pull out a scroll, and kind of give it a little flick so it on rolls.
The left scroll or the right scroll?
The right one.
The right one?
Right, it's always right.
As you open it up, you begin to read, and it looks like it's the spell Phantom Steed.
Ooh.
Riders. Oh my god,
Riders on the storm.
that reminds me so much of the Ghost Rider before in like the Nicolas Cage. It reminds me of the one just before that one with the fire with the Horse of Vengeance. You guys remember that one?
Pass the scroll off to Lexi.
Thank you. Thank you. Take a look at that.
Now I reach in and grab the left scroll.
The left scroll, opening that, you find that it's Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
Oh, that's pretty
I hear
good.
good things about that one.
It's magnificent.
What is that?
Well, I bet. I thought this chest was evil.
There's always a price to pay when good things come too quickly.
Yes, true.
What? I mean, we're capable. Should we get the mirror next?
Oh, definitely.
No, you're not touching it.
No,
We
I
are
just
going
said
to set it
you're
on the-
going to get it. Or the
I
hand
might
is going to
take two
get it.
hands to pick up.
All right, I'll help.
So the mirror is actually inlaid into the back of the chest.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any
Does
other
anything
loose
happen if you
items we
look
can
in the
pick out of
mirror?
there?
Well, why don't we
you
just...
see your reflection?
Hello there.
Storm.
Hello. Nothing.
I'll look at the mirror. I need to tidy up my hair a little bit anyway.
And the mage hand actually touched the mirror. Ding, 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 ding.
Seems like a standard mirror.
Is there any specific aura coming from that, or is it, again, chest is too powerful to tell?
Chest is too powerful to tell.
Okay.
Just knowing that figures are coming out of it
So
makes me
we
think of reflective
so
stuff and
a
embodiment. in the
mirror. So we have a mirror, 2 scrolls, a desk, and it said it had little pulley things coming out.
Little
Several drawers.
Yep.
3 silver drawers.
9 in total, 3 sets.
Okay.
So I think we should start with the first 3 drawers.
Well,
I'm still
any distinction between the
confounded.
drawers?
Just that top middle drawer
I'm still confounded about the layout of this
has
chest.
that odd symbol on it.
I'm still confounded about the layout
know
of
the
this
symbol?
chest.
Give me an Arcana check.
Can I check as well, please?
Are you trained in Arcana?
19.
I am proficient in it.
Then yes.
19.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
And 24.
All right.
We should just let him do it.
So,
kidding.
from what you can understand about it, there are certain things like this that may be portioned out in various different powers. For example, the enameling on the outside may be used to cause like fear within a 50-foot radius if activated
Which
appropriately.
is why they reacted. the
That
way
will
they
be
did.
last.
But that also explains why they reacted.
The golden flames around the edge can be used to create a wall of fire. The area that opens into a writing desk, when a text is placed there, will allow for comprehend languages to manifest over that space.
So the desk casts comprehend language.
Correct. So you're able to read anything that you put
I
on it.
like this thing.
I already know that.
The 5 horizontal drawers in the middle can act as, will basically, if you put something in them, cast prestidigitation for cleaning.
Which explains how it's so clean in there.
The 9 drawers seem to be jars of preservation.
Okay.
The mirror itself has 2 powers that you can get out of your Arcana check. One that seems to be contact other plane, and the other being magic mirror.
What's magic mirror?
On the wall. Who's the Faerun?
Why does it sound to me like someone brought this in here and then accidentally...
Okay, I'm still confounded about the layout of this chest. Is it like... So, is it...
So you have the opening,
Okay,
which has
opens.
the mirror
Mirror.
and 2 candle sconces.
Okay.
The writing desk portion at the top, the slanted drawers that act as the prestidigitation, and then 3 sets of 3 small drawers.
And
Okay.
all I can think is, why is a raven like a writing desk? Like, that's all that's going through my head.
Oh god, no. Okay.
This sounds like something Mythicalian would own.
No, this is something
Sounds
that
like something we want to own.
This sounds like something that the Arch Mage should probably take a look at.
Are we getting an evil feel off it as well?
Not
Yes.
currently.
Because it doesn't
Not
seem to me like
currently.
there's anything from it that would be. I really want to see this father
HP.
that won't appear.
What was
Seems
on
suspicious.
the scroll?
This whole
to the
thing
right?
seems suspicious.
Scroll
I
to
don't
the
trust him.
right was,
Can I get a perception of
Phantom
if this
Steed.
guy is
And then the other one
Give me an
was
insight.
like calling a nightmare, I would imagine.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good roll.
and then the other one was
18.
18?
the mansion.
Master
The other one
Lao
was,
seems straight up on the up and
Yeah,
up.
Mordecai's
I want to.
magnificent mansion,
Okay.
While
I
I'm
have-
thinking about
I
this,
have
I'm gonna
Liam's tiny
take the
hut.
mirror.
which is a
I'm gonna
tiny
take
hut.
the,
This is a
chest.
Mansion. Like we get our
I'm
own
gonna
traveling
close
mansion.
everything
It's
up
like-
except for the top
it's
lid.
like your castle
Close
pre-done.
it. Wait like 4 or 5 seconds, and then open it up again. What
Okay.
happens?
Looks just like it did before.
I'm gonna take the cleaning drawers and I'm gonna open the top left one.
So those are slatted. They're individual one on top of each other.
Yeah.
It's the 9 at the bottom that are.
Oh, okay.
in
Okay, so I'm gonna
sequence.
open the first cleaning drawer.
Okay.
Is there anything in it?
There is not.
Second,
Hang
Same.
on. Second.
third.
Same.
I open the rest of them. Is there anything in any of them?
Within those slatted drawers, no.
Okay. So if the top middle one is the big bad, don't touch it till the last one. I'm gonna go to the one on the left of it and open it.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like any of them are bad.
So the upper left one has a beautiful phoenix motif hairpin in it.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Huh. I'm
It
going
would
to
go with your hair.
my hair.
You cut it great, nice black with the little gray.
HP. If I can ask, I'm gonna set it on. I'm gonna take
You
one of
picked
my
it out of
cloth.
there?
Yes,
Took
I
it
did,
out of
but
there
I have my
without a
gloves.
mage hand?
Yes. I'm going to set it down on the cloth and
Are you
HP.
able to set it down?
Yep.
HP, can you please identify this item so we can understand what it may be, if it is magical or not?
Now that he's removed it from the
For Lexi, does not seem to be magical.
It's not a magical object.
Does seem to be
It works
exceptionally
on it.
valuable.
I wouldn't throw that away. It seems valuable.
I kind of like the
very
hairpin.
And
decorative.
it's
All right, there you go.
valuable.
Very
All right,
pretty.
so I hang on to the hairpin because it goes with my eyes.
But don't put it in just yet because.
Hairpin or comb?
All right.
It's not magical. You're fine.
Hairpin.
So I'm gonna walk over to the second drawer, the one below the top left, to the top, to the left middle. I'm gonna open it.
Okay. The left middle holds a small wooden box within it.
Ooh. Why don't we have the mage hand open the box?
Yeah, that one probably sounds better. The hairpin, I can.
Oh, come on.
Okay, look.
So the mage
Dangerously.
hand's going to take the box out,
Okay.
set it down, and try
Catch!
to open it.
All right.
Now,
Catch!
first, is there an aura around it?
There is.
Okay,
What?
so there's an
How
aura
would you
around this
know?
one.
It's
Do we
still
want
in the
the
box.
mage hand to open it?
Yes.
I had the mage hand pull it out. Do we want the mage hand to
Let's
open
open
it?
up the rest
Yes.
of them first.
Wait, wait.
Or do we want to wait? Because it has a magical aura.
Yeah, why don't we save any
kind of
any secondly
Enchantment.
confined boxes or parcels saved for last, so we can identify.
It has an enchantment, too.
Oh, that's
so.
cool. So I'll go down to the bottom left one.
All right, so
Open
we'll hold
it.
off on that for now.
The lower left has a paper fan with a plum motif on it. It is also magical.
Like, see. Oh, we're gonna keep. Which
No,
which
it's a
one of you
fan.
would like
It's
But
to?
it's
really
magical.
good.
It's
Which
magical.
one of you would like
Is this a
to?
fan?
Magic fan.
It's a magical
Which
thing.
one of you would like to identify this one?
He has identify. I have detect magic. So
HP, if we can have you identify this while I get this next one. Pretty please.
Yeah, sit down.
I'm
already
not
did.
touching that thing.
Okay, and while he's doing that, I'll walk over to the. I'm sorry. That's gonna give me every single time. I'm gonna walk over to the top right drawer.
Within that, there is a bamboo cage that has a cricket in it.
Is it
Magic.
a lawn cricket? No, sorry. Before you
Well-
open the next drawer, since you just opened the cricket, we should ask about the cricket.
Before we ask about that, did it identify on the fan?
The fan,
Oh
yes.
yeah, we didn't do that yet. We're jumping too far. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was in
Yeah.
the process of identifying the fan.
about halfway there, isn't
Why do you not have these things prepared, Dungeon Master?
I do. It's just at the bottom.
You should have a list of of everything we're gonna find in this chest on hand.
I do.
Cool.
It's just at the bottom of the list.
The fan identifies as a +2 Gunson, a fan with a plume blossom design. The delicate fan shows.
What the heck's a guns?
It is a Oriental fighting weapon, so it's a fighting fan.
Oh, kind of like the Kyushu warriors in Avatar.
Yep. So it's a 1d3 damage, bludgeoning, finesse, small size weapon, and in the hands of a wielder that is proficient in Gunson, the +2 bonus can be either adjusted to your attacks or AC.
Ooh. Oh, that's a monk style weapon. Oh, I like that. Anyway,
Pretty cool.
yeah, let's continue.
Sounds like it might be worth selling.
Maybe.
Yeah, so
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not gonna use it.
So the cricket, what do we know about that?
Nothing yet. I haven't even taken it out yet.
The cricket is
No.
magical.
It's magical. Yeah.
Yep. You guys haven't identified as of yet.
Can we identify the cricket too?
Oh yeah.
As soon as we start again, because I haven't even.
Oh, we
taken
haven't
it out
officially
yet.
started yet. You were answering the fan off camera.
Oh no, we're on.
I thought we were.
Oh, we are. Oh.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back. We had to take a quick break for some technical difficulties. So we're gonna pick up where we last left off with me taking out a cricket. HP, here you are. If you could please identify it, I think it is magical. The kind of its golden glow.
More humming.
God, I hate you, but that's gonna be hilarious.
So 10 minutes into that casting, the lucky cricket in a cage. While in possession of this cricket, you gain advantage on initiative and on any gambling checks where money is on the line.
Hi.
No, that actually might be good for me too, since I have a bunch of merchant friends. Okay, fine. Well, we'll see.
We could share it.
True.
We are in a party together. We could take turns.
We're gonna share it.
Hey.
All right. We're gonna go for the bottom right drawer. See what's in there. So just a
Lower right. Within the lower right is a pale green celadon glazed porcelain flask.
Are you telling her? You telling her all the stories? Yes.
magic, because I'm proficient in it.
The Raven has stories to tell you.
There is no magic on that one.
And what was it again?
It's just a porcelain flask. I don't think it's magic. I'm gonna pop it open. I'm gonna pop the top open, but I'm not gonna put my nose directly under it.
No liquid within it.
Okay.
It's empty.
What happens if you put liquid in it?
It holds liquid.
That's it? Nothing magical at all. Okay.
Is it,
Lightsy, catch! No, actually no.
No.
Just
You can
underhand
you can-
topped.
Oh.
Because I am going through
if
everything.
it's a porcelain flask, it must be pretty.
Yeah.
It is, and pretty expensive.
Ooh, we might sell that bad boy.
If the guy doesn't ask for it first.
There we go.
Anyway.
Why would he ask for it? He doesn't see this stuff.
Yes, he
He's
does.
standing in the room with you.
You absolute fool of a rogue.
I'm kidding.
Anyway,
haven't touched anything about
bottom middle drawer.
The center middle drawer, or center bottom drawer,
Center bottom.
is
You want to get the binky?
contains a bamboo writing
He
brush.
probably won't want it till he burps.
Magical?
It is not.
He did burp.
Okay. Is he not
HP.
drinking the rest?
Though it's not magical, I think you
me
may
rewarm
like
it a
something
little
like this. It's a bamboo writing brush.
All right.
Where we leave off?
So, I'm going to open the right middle drawer since I think I forgot that one.
The right middle drawer has a shallow bowl made of mother of pearl, non-magical.
Ooh, pretty.
Alrighty. Lexi.
These would be good in the shop, a lot of these. Sadly.
Which is very weird. I'm starting to get some weird feelings from this.
Well, this whole thing seems like whoever dropped it off really wanted to gift it to the store and not have it be a negative thing.
I'm going to open the middle drawer.
That holds a fox pelt purse, also not magical.
What's in the purse?
It is empty.
That makes me a little sad. I really like foxes.
There you go, Lexi.
That's a Dylan.
Lexi, there you go.
Dude.
All right. And
Especially around
before
my
we
neck.
do the top middle drawer, I do want to open the
Beautiful
box.
skull.
Okay. Within the wooden box lies a strange mineral or herb-like kind of stone. It's small and red and white in color, and it smells both minerally and herbal. And the stone itself is magical.
HP.
I did not hear any of that because I had a
Magic
squawking
stone.
raven.
Magic stone. It smells like earth and plants.
Okay, thank you.
HP.
You need to be on your
Stone
side.
kind of sounds pretty good.
Got me too.
Smells
Hubba, hubba, hubba.
Maybe.
What is thy stone that I have picked up?
That is a cinnabar box. This box contains a very mysterious ingredient of the elixir of vital. The steady consumption of the contents confers upon its owner a +3 saving throw versus attacks which cause aging. The box magically renews its contents once a week.
Attacks that cause aging.
So,
Interesting.
if like I
don't
eat
want
it,
that one.
it'll maybe grow older.
No,
No, it saves you
It
from
keeps
it,
you
right?
from being aged.
So if something
I
hits
want
you
that.
that can potentially age you, you
He
gain a
hasn't kept
+3 to
any for
that saving
himself
throw.
yet.
I know.
And when you're 400 years old, it could become a problem.
I mean, we could give it to the Arch Mage. You'd probably want something like that, and you'd probably pay a pretty penny. After we figure out what all this is, time for the last drawer. I want Mage Hand on this because I don't trust it.
Okay, as you open that one, you find a carved wooden figurine of a crouching tiger.
Hidden dragon.
Oh God, no!
You got me.
No! We're gonna be copyrighted. Is it magical in any sense?
It is not.
Oh. No copyright infringements, alright?
He can block it out if he needs.
Eh,
I'm not
okay.
worried about it.
Anyway, that's it. That's all the drawers, I think.
Correct.
Anything underneath?
Everything in D&D is plagiarized.
So,
Not for
functionally,
critical role from
one of the things that you do notice in pulling the items out of the drawers, each of the drawers holds a like silk interior that has beautifully drawn ink upon its finery. Each depicts a misty landscape with jagged mountains rising above streams and like interesting looking trees.
Do any of us, including the shopkeep, recognize the area that's on the landscape?
Nope.
By the way, we never inspected the exterior of the building.
I
to see if
mean,
anyone
you could have
left
done that
anything.
while we were working.
We can do it now.
Sure, go have
Since we've
fun.
gone through the box, why don't I check the exterior and see if there's any prints, anything, any...
I'm also going to talk to the shopkeeper and
Remnants
see
of
if there's
anything,
going to
any
be if there's anybody that would try and if he has any adversaries in the markets that would see to him being cursed to drive him out.
Not to my knowledge. I have had one coming by to try and buy this box, and as you go to open the door, there's a loud knock at that door.
Suspicious? Would you like me to open it?
Why don't I open it? I don't think. So I'll walk up and I'll motion for Lexi to take a ambushing position behind the door. So as I open it, she's behind it.
So as you're doing that, Master Lau looks over at you with a bit of a concerned look in his eyes.
There's always
obviously
room
disturbed
to be,
by this late night visitor.
There's always room to be concerned when magic is involved and somebody appears late at night. So
Would
I
you
would
be
be
so
ready.
kind?
I would be ready for something,
Okay.
and I will open the door.
Okay.
go
So he
invisible.
accompanies you to the return to the front room as that pounding on the door continues. He allows you to open that door, and
it's
there
very
you
heavy.
see tall men dressed in thick, voluminous cloaks, foreign armor, and each one wearing jade
You
masks.
can try it. It might not be
There are
quite
6 of them, and they each hold long, curved blades. I demand to speak with the owner of this residence, commands the voice from within the circle of the armored men.
Why would you demand such?
We're hidden.
Stepping
okay.
forward, the circle parts for a small Karaturn man. He's about 4 foot tall. He has large, puffy eyes and a thin white beard. He is dressed in dark silk finery and carries an ornate wooden staff. His mouth seems to be set in a perpetual frown, and he has an agitated manner. Master Lao bows. I am Master Lao, owner of this residence. I am sorry, I did not hear your name, good sir. The man replies, I am Magistrate Feng Putzi of the Imperial Court. I have come for the lacquered chest. The little man pounds his staff on the ground. I bring you monetary compensation for your troubles and experience from his presence. Two warriors step forward and display a large coffer. It's brimming with gold and jewels.
So how do you know there's a chest here, first of all? And
That
second of all, what do you know of said chest?
That is a good question.
He turns and looks at you and says, Silence, you foreign devil! How dare you question an emissary of the Imperial Court itself?
Silence! You come to us. You do not say your name. You do not state your intention.
You prattle like the unwashed barbarian that you are. I will ignore your simple-minded words. Bring me the chest.
If
Good
you would
day,
like
then.
something from us.
I closed the door.
appreciate
No,
it.
I just closed the door. I closed the
Okay.
door.
You hear pounding.
We will not answer you until we can have a intelligent and comfortable conversation,
Well, you hold
sir.
the door. Why don't we touch base with the owner and just say,
I'll keep the door closed.
This is your establishment.
I'll keep the door closed while drawing one of my blades.
Not to mention, guys, we kind of emptied the entire chest. We
Yes,
can give it to them,
HP.
and they'd have no idea.
I looked at HP. I looked at
That's
HP and I go, gather.
Chest.
So, sir.
No, gather the
our-
items.
To Mr. Lau, I'd like to ask him what he'd like us to do.
If he is truly of the Imperial Court, we should not disrespect him.
I would
Disrespect
agree. I would agree.
is something that he has already done to us. He has not presented any official paperwork, nor has he presented any official identification.
The opportunity.
We should
He did not
ask
afford
him
us
for
the
it.
opportunity to identify himself or ourselves. I believe that we should maybe take a moment to identify and confirm.
They are the foreigners here.
No.
Yes.
We are in Ravens Bluff.
Sir, we are willing to open the door and have a discussion, but we would like some official paperwork from you, if we may, just because you never know when someone is trying to pretend to be a part of the Imperial Court. If you are who you say you are, we are happy to comply.
Impudent mortals. If you had more wits than a toad, you would not stand between General Saw and the unfulfilled promise. Tampering with the box of dark secrets will bring you the most swift and grisly end.
Well, that just answered a whole lot of questions for us.
Yep. All right. Lock the
What do
door.
we know of General Zah?
I want a history check too.
Go for it.
Well, and what does the guy in the shop know of General Zah?
I am unfamiliar. I have been away from Karatua for quite some time.
15.
23.
16.
23.
Okay.
I rolled an 18.
Anyone else?
What was it?
History?
Oh, you should be good with that.
23 is not enough?
No, I just wanted to.
Who
knows
me?
what?
I got 22.
Okay.
My Raven's keeping my score low.
Okay. Everyone above 20 would know the following. The chest known as the Box of Dark Secrets was created by the sorceress of ancient Shaolong known as Hasing Hasing. It's an item of legendary magic, primarily of enchantment and conjuration schools. It's not inherently evil, but may have a curse upon it. Supposedly, the box was kept at the Imperial Palace of Shaolong. It does have some minor malevolent powers if activated, according to legend. And there is some form of corrupting influence that slowly changes your ethos to match its.
So we do not want to keep this thing, but I don't know that I trust it in the hands of someone if we don't know for sure. We asked for papers
immune
for
to it.
Imperial connections, and we got yelled at that a general wants it, nothing to do with the actual Empire.
Oh, I'm actually immune.
That's a problem to me.
I have quite a good sense that this man, if he's to get his hands on this, may not have the best intentions for any of us.
What is our shopkeeper's opinion of the fact that there was no papers offered when we said that and instead yelling?
That is very normal for the Imperial Court.
Okay.
All right, here's what I want you to do.
Do we detect them lying? How does...
Yeah, I want an
Insight
insight
check.
That's what I want to do.
HP, can you give me some hands on this? Some help, pretty please, because
Can't help
19.
on insight.
19.
Good.
Okay.
It's not above
17.
20, though.
You are very sure that he is very sure of himself and does not seem to be lying.
But he's very sure of himself. That doesn't mean he actually is connected to it.
Potentially.
I will.
DM.
I with my hand still on the door, I will say, if no official paperwork is to be displayed, I will unfortunately not allow you to enter this building or premises to retrieve these items. Coin or no.
If you
You
can,
know we're gonna have a fight.
Oh, I know.
but if you can prove to us who we are more than or who you say you are, we are more than happy to comply. We just know what this chest is and do not want it in the wrong hands.
From outside, the pounding stops. I will give you 1 day to consider this, Master Lao. Listen not to the ape-like words of these ignorant savages. You deal with matters far beyond your comprehension. The Imperial Court has little patience with fools.
I
So does
signal
the
to
Raven.
HP. I call HP over.
And you hear kind of armored footsteps
Are there any
retreating.
local connections we know of to the actual Imperial Court that I can send word with via my Raven to find out?
Give me a wisdom check.
But no.
I'm rolling good today. That's a 15. Let's see what it is with the other.
I have not been too bad.
Been pretty
16.
good.
I mean, not bad altogether.
So, other than very minor individuals, there's no actual Karatoran embassy within Ravens Bluff.
Then what would make me think this?
Celestial Gateway Emporium is probably the most prominent Karatorian place here.
That's a problem.
I'm gonna unlock.
Because that tells me it's probably not connected direct without any actual.
I'm going to unlock the door and just open it. I'm going to slowly open it and look out to see if any of them have remained.
They have not.
He's just chilling for now. He's kind of talking. He's not whining.
I turn to the
We'll give him
man.
a
I
few- we'll have it in a
go,
bit.
"You are going to take me to your father now. I do not care if he is asleep or if he refuses to speak. We must speak about this chest immediately and how it became in your possession."
My father knows nothing of that. He only casts divination spell, much like your detect magic.
Divination. Detect magic and divination, to my knowledge, are two different bases of magic, which means he has a connection to somebody who could tell us.
Detect magic is a form of divination. A very low level form.
HP, any other ideas on figuring out how to get to the bottom of this?
No. Other than informing our friends, the mayor.
Yeah, maybe check in with them, see their connections.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Perhaps you should spend the night and see what happens with the chest.
We could take turns
I
watching.
would happily see what happens there, but I'm thinking maybe we send word. I like that thought to
Yes.
the mayor, just letting him know what's going on and see if he knows of any Imperial connections coming in town or anything like that.
As you wish.
But we can send the Raven off to do that. We don't have
I'm
to
also-
physically go out.
I'm also gonna head. I'm gonna do
Just like
two
carrier
things
pigeon.
before tonight. I'm gonna do two things before the full night of the midnight. I'm gonna head back to the castle, grab the studded scale mail,
Okay.
put that on along with my combat gear. So cloak, scarf, hat, my whips, and my longbow.
Okay.
And then I'm heading to any church that does life magic or healing magic.
That's pretty much all of them.
I'm gonna request at least 2 bottles of holy water.
They're willing to provide that for 100 gold pieces apiece.
Deal.
Do you see anything your unseen servant sees?
No.
That stinks. Okay.
Can we still see the guy who was pounding on the door?
No, they left.
They did leave.
Should we leave your cat in the area by the chest, and we can go in the other room?
I
And
should have told her before I left to send her raven after them.
Well, we're already sending it to the mayor at this point, anyway.
True.
Yeah.
And then I'm heading down to the market to buy
But
salt.
wouldn't have been a bad
Okay.
thought.
I need maybe 10 pounds of
The
salt.
Raven can always
That'll
go back
cost
and
you
consent it.
1 gold
Find
piece
it.
total.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
201.
Here, you want me to see
201.
wait from you for a little bit?
Yeah, he might want mom.
If you want, when the Raven returns, we could see if he could follow their footprints.
Nah, it's
where they're
far too late. By that time, I've already returned.
it would be too late for that. And I will start. I will ask for Master Lao to.
Yeah, no, you want it.
I'm gonna hand him a pound of salt, and I'm gonna say, mark your entrance to every doorway and window with the salt, and after that, I will deal with the rest.
Of course. And he begins to do so.
Okay, so I'm going to go to the front door. I'm going to lay a line of salt, and then I'm also going to lay a line of salt an additional 1.5 feet.
You can have this.
I'm also going to lay an additional 1.5 feet of salt along the along the door base on each side.
Okay.
Really?
How many windows are in the main room?
The front room is like a showroom, so it's very large windows on either side of the door.
So I'm going to place salt along the base of each of them.
Okay.
Go to the door that go to the room that the chest is in. More salt, and then I know there's another room that goes to the main foyer upstairs.
Correct, but he's not allowing anyone upstairs.
No, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need to go upstairs. I just need to mark all windows and doors with salt.
All right.
Because he's still hungry, but he's rejected. Usually
okay, so I
some-
need to do
some
201, remove gold.
Oh, and he probably
And then
needs to
I will
change
take a bottle of holy water, and I'll mark a circle around the chest, and I'll put an additional circle of salt outside the holy water salt.
Okay.
So I have one bottle of holy water left. And how much salt do you think I would have after doing all that?
Probably still about 3 pounds.
It's 3 pounds of salt left. And then I will just sit and wait and let the others do their own preparations.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm done with my preparations.
Yep. So you get back. It's probably just about 10 bells at that point.
Any word from the Raven yet?
Not as of yet.
Oh no,
Anything
our
I
Raven
can
was
see via my
intercepted
Raven?
by a hawk.
Not from this far away.
Yeah, I didn't think I could.
Yeah. So as you guys are kind of continuing to look about the chest, at about 10 bells past high sun, a chill comes upon the room. A deep silence falls around you, and shivers run up your spine. As well, from upstairs, you can hear the forlorn howl of a dog, followed by cats.
Excuse me.
The shutters begin to pound against the windows as if the night wind were trying to force its way in. A fluttering wind glides across your face. A trace of apricot lingers in the air.
Apricot?
A softly glowing woman stands before the lacquered chest, with rustling blossoms swirling in the air around her. Her beauty is unearthly, but a sense of loss hangs around her. It fills her eyes with sorrow. Although her dainty feet do not touch the ground, and the chest is vaguely visible behind her body. And that's where we'll end this session.
See you next week. Don't
Adios.
forget to look us up on YouTube and all the other places. And we have some fantastic shirts if you'd like to shop at our store. Teespring.
Check out the links below. Thanks for stopping in to watch Dragon Family and Friends. If you found this to your liking, make sure to subscribe. Ring that notification bell and tell us what you liked and didn't like in the comments section down below. Now, where did that mascot get off to?